Welcome into the Ravens Rundown, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us. On today's show, we have the latest Baltimore Ravens injury news as two notable players are out for your Baltimore Ravens for the remainder of the season. We'll tell you who those are and what the contingency plan is for the Ravens going forward in just one moment. Before we do that, though, injuries already starting to pile up, and we knew that this Ravens team already was hit by the injury bug dating back to last season. So let's send some good vibes to the Ravens and their injury issues. Go ahead and type Flock, stand up Flock, show where you're at, that you're sending some good mojo, some good energy to your Baltimore Ravens. Type Flock in the comments section. We'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with cornerback Kyle Fuller. Fuller is out for the season with a torn ACL. And when we left you yesterday, the update that we heard from Ravens head coach John Harbaugh was that they were going to do an MRI on Kyle Fuller to see where things were at, if it was serious or not. And he was playing in his first game for the Ravens with his hometown team. And Ravens officials initially thought that there was a chance that Fuller's injury wasn't that serious. But those tests confirmed the ligament tear. And Fuller was on a one-year contract. $2.5 million was what he was to be owed this year with the money that he collected this offseason. And John Harbaugh described the injury a crazy circumstance on AstroTurf. Here's more from Harbaugh. He stated he got pushed off and just landed the wrong way, and the turf doesn't usually give as much as grass, so that's what happened there. So a freak accident of sorts is what happens with Kyle Fuller. Unfortunate, he is gone. So who steps up in his place? Well, that would be Brandon Stephens, the second-year cornerback, will fill in because Marcus Peters, if you recall, is still out right now. Now, Marcus Peters did do some activities this past weekend. We got an update that Peters was spotted running the stairs at MetLife Stadium. So Peters should be back soon, you would hope anyway. Harbaugh said there isn't a timetable for when Peters makes his return, but nonetheless, Brandon Stephens is the guy for now. So who is Brandon Stephens, you may be asking? Well, he's a 2021 third-round pick out of Louisiana Tech. Started 11 games last year as a rookie. His numbers from Pro Football Focus in 2021, not great. Overall grade of 53 and his coverage grade of 46.3. So for the time being, with Stephens knowing that his playing time is going to increase a lot, even when Marcus Peters comes back and assumes that starting role again, with this injury to Kyle Fuller, Stephens will be in the rotation. He'll be on the field a lot at points this season, and he's going to have to play a lot better than what he did in 2021, but we'll see ultimately what he's capable of. And that's just one of the injuries with the Ravens. We'll tell you about another one here in just one moment, but first, what's your level of concern with the Ravens' injury issues, with the situations where things stand right now? What would you put it at? 1 through 10. Let us know in the comment section. This is our pinned comment today. You might get an ad break. If so, take advantage of it and get your votes in and tell us what your level of concern is between 1 and 10 for the Ravens' injuries. We told you yesterday here on the show that left tackle Ja'Wuan James was out for the season with a torn Achilles. That's what John Harbaugh said, and things were double-checked and confirmed that James is done. And very unfortunate, a situation for James where he hadn't played football since 2019, and it was a reoccurrence. He had already dealt with Achilles injuries earlier in his career. And so with James out, that means that we are going to see Patrick Mekari stepping in his place at the left tackle spot. And just like what we talked about with Brandon Stephens filling in until Marcus Peters comes back, in this case with Mekari, he's going to step in at that left tackle spot until Ronnie Stanley is back. Stanley, of course, dealing with that ankle issue. And Ronnie Stanley passed his physical. He's been practicing with the team. He's been out there. So you would think that Stanley is pretty close to returning, but at least for the time being, Patrick Mekari will be that guy to fill that role until Stanley's ready to go. Here's what Harbaugh had to say on James's injury. It's a little bit of a different tear. It's off the bone. It's not one that is mid-tendon. He says he's in a way better place than he was last time, and he's determined to come back in time. So James, unfortunate. I'm sure he's going to make the effort to come back, but it will not be this year on that front for James. So what is your one-word reaction to this unfortunate news of losing two players for the year after just one regular season game to the Jets like that? Look, the Ravens looked good yesterday. Nice win, 24-9, but it came at a cost. What would be your one-word reaction? My one-word reaction would start with an F and end with a K, but I can't say that. I'll leave that for you to put that out there. If you want to put that in the comment section, go ahead. Whatever your one-word reaction would be, let us know in the comment section below what that one word would be. Today's show is presented by BetUS. BetUS offering a great deal for Ravens fans. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, use the promo code CHAT125. They'll give you a 125% deposit bonus. You put $100 down, you get $125 to spend for free. You can bet on NFL games throughout the weekend, college football, and more. All sorts of prop bets available, all in one place. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125 at checkout for that 125% deposit bonus. It's like you buy a pizza, and they give you an extra pizza and another slice for free. Quite the deal from chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125 to sign up today. So who is Patrick Mekari, you may be asking yourselves? Well, he was undrafted in 2019 out of Cal, started 12 games in 2021, and the grades from PFF, not anything outstanding by any means. 66.1 overall, much better in pass blocking, comparably speaking to run blocking, with a 73.8 pass blocking grade and a 55.7 run blocking grade. And if you're the Ravens, sure, you're going to look at other options if we see that Ronnie Stanley is not going to be back. If it ends up being longer than we anticipate, then I think that you look at free agent or trade options potentially. Patrick Mekari is not going to be somebody that could carry you at that position, no pun intended, for the entirety of the season. You hope that we see Ronnie Stanley come back here pretty soon, and I think that he will. But nonetheless, those grades, I think, kind of tell the story there. You don't want this guy necessarily at that left tackle spot for a very long time on that front. So knowing that Mekari and Stephens are going to be the guys for now, the replacements, how will they do? If you had to put a grade on it of what you expect out of those two filling in for the time being, what would it be? Let us know in the comment section. A, B, C, D, or F, how they will do filling in those roles. Let us know in the comment section below. A, B, C, D, or F. Folks, this is why you subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you all the latest Baltimore Ravens news, rumors, trades, free agency, and more, covering this team like no one else is, and have the latest injury news and breaking it all down for you, what this means for your team. It's all right here in one place. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the Ravens Rundown each and every day. YouTube.com/RavensTV. So this adds to a already long list of injuries for the Ravens. So kind of just want to catch up to speed on what all those are right now. J.K. Dobbins with his knee issue, expected to be back here soon. I think there's a good chance he plays even this week. Travis Jones with the knee issue, don't know when he'll be back. Gus Edwards, of course, is on that PUP list. He's going to miss at least the first 4 games of the season. David Ojabo on the non-football injury list with an Achilles issue, and I think at the earliest we see him as the halfway point in the season, that this could be like a redshirt year of sorts almost for David Ojabo there. There's high hopes for him with his future. No need to rush him back. Take that precautions necessary. Then the other injuries, of course, Daelin Hayes on IR. Charlie Kolar with the hernia issue. He's on IR. Charlie Kolar, I'm excited about whenever he gets the opportunity. He's going to be something special. And then there's Tyus Bowser with his Achilles. He's on PUP. He'll miss the first 4 weeks and then hopefully be back after that. But that is the latest Baltimore Ravens injury news here on the Ravens Rundown. As always, you can follow me on Twitter @TylerJonesLive, and we'll see you next time here on Ravens Rundown. Thanks for joining us.